So final word, sir, Smith, and then final word to you, Dr. Mehta. Or you want to go now?
Actually, we have created a military-industrial complex. We learned from the rest of the world. So in this military-industrial complex, we created almost 200 vendors. These 200 vendors for tier 1, 2, 3. And we promoted them. You will not believe, once upon a time, around 70 to 80 engineers from our company, from BrahMos Aerospace, they were working in the factory place, in the manufacturer place. So, and we were paying the salary. We said, you don't need to pay the salary, give them a table and chair. They will work for you. And they ensured that quality and certification is done properly. This is number one. Number two, when it comes to, let me give you a specific answer to your Chinese question. The thing is, if you are an Indian manufacturer and you are forced to buy the Indian components, you can still order to China, and they will write in the Make in India. They will also write the name of your company, and they'll supply it to you. So what happens? The solution is we should have our own military industrial complex. The way we have airport hotel complex, the way we have aerospace park, the way we have software park, the same way the government has to focus on the military industrial complex. The people will be there will be, now we have already initiated.
We already have a military industrial complex, now it's about scaling
corridor.
it up.
We have started a defense UP corridor, and in the South India we have started a corridor. Many more corridors are required. Now corridor doesn't mean that it has to be 1,000 miles long or 500 kilometers long. It can be in a small space, but then the government has to promote them with the various incentives.
Right.
So this from
final word to you, Smith, and then we'll wrap up.
Let me just add one small niche to achieving this. We've divided the Chinese and the supply chain problem in two parts. What you buy, you need to diversify. So you don't rely only on China and only on one supplier, whether it is China or any other country. So you diversify the supply chain and you find alternate suppliers for one particular article. That is one way to do it. And second, till the time you start diversifying, the other way to look at it is you answer the problem from a cyber security lens perspective. You buy wherever you want to, but you battle test and you verify the cyber security perspective. You check whether there is malware or not, whether there is issues in that or not. And this has nothing to do with supply chain. You can keep buying from source A, but if you have good cyber security controls in place, this system will work to conflict with the other system, and the other system will, gradually work slowly. So supply chain always takes a lot of time. It cannot happen in one day. Parallelly, cyber security checks can be brought in very early on, very fast, so that even if you continue to rely on certain players because there is a transition phase, cyber security will ensure that some malware or some important thing is not put in by our adversary by design. So that's how you divide the problem into two parts, and you still achieve it in a faster sort of turnaround.
Right. General Singh, final word, and we're really out of time, so we have to wrap up now. But do you think at the moment Indian dev tech is ahead of Chinese dev tech, at least in the sphere of drones and so on? And AD?
I don't.
Or do we have a lot to, or do we have to catch up?
No, we have to work it out. We have to work out. Let me not give you a categorical answer, because we rely on incomplete information as far as the adversary is concerned. But they have also moved on. Let me tell you. But at the same time, I think there's huge capability in our market. I think the government now, earlier was totally depending on the public sectors. Now we've gone beyond the public sectors. We've started having more and more faith in the private sector. The private sector has to match up. I think the private sector is always looking for a business case all the time, and maybe rightly so. But having said that, I think let me just not commit on that.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think we do have a military industrial complex in this country. These gentlemen here are the past, present, and the future of it. Big hand to them. Thank you very much.